Alright, what up everybody? It's me and Zack today. And we're gonna do putting the monster show on hold. Told you guys that, I think.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably. Who knows?
Unless
monster show's on hold. I want to do more
collection.
music videos. Want to do more music videos this year, more podcasts, more I have a little more fun talking about shit unscripted. So we're gonna just fuck around.
It doesn't matter what you guys want. It matters what we want to do.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little different for the. It's not gonna be a 13 badass albums. It's gonna be a 10 badass albums because you know the 13 was always like 3 honorable mentions. So those first 3 were always just that. So we're gonna do. I have. What did I say? I have. It was hard as fuck to make my list because there was so much good shit that came out last year, and
I just made mine like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, and so I have a couple disappointments. I have 13 honorable mentions, but I promise I'm just gonna skim through them.
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna explain why they're not on
I didn't
the
even buy 13
list
new
proper.
albums last year.
So, all right. Was your list hard to make? How did you?
My list was not hard to make because I only bought 10 brand new albums. Everything else I bought, there was brand new stuff, but they came out several years ago or decades ago. So my list is just comprised of the 10 albums I bought that came out in 2018, and I had to like pick what I thought was the best out of all of those. So
what are your honorable mentions?
Well,
do you want to talk about the disappointments first? That's what.
my disappointment is Tenacious D.
Yeah, that's on mine. That's a major
I was hyped for it
disappointment.
when it came out, or when it was coming out. I would
real.
anticipate watching YouTube every Friday when they would release a new episode before the release of the album. I was just so like, I'm into this. I can't wait to hear what the album sounds like. And when the album came out, it's pretty much everything you got in the show.
And I still have yet to watch all of it.
Cut down to 30 minutes. The show is about an hour long. The album is cut down to 30 minutes. And then I calculated and found out that there's only 19 minutes of music.
Very disappointing. The music's good. The music's great. All 19 minutes, fantastic. I enjoyed every 19 minute.
It is, but it could have gone on a little bit longer. There could have been more.
To me, the other albums balanced the skits and all the songs very well, especially on Phoenix and the first album, and then the second one. Those songs in that movie are so fucking good that.
The second one didn't really need skits. It just did that to pad out the timing of the album.
Had a couple bits from the movie in there. That was it, you know.
But you had like 13 songs and about 34 minutes of a record. That's decent.
One of the most epic D songs ever.
Two of the most epic D songs.
Which is the other epic one?
You had Kickapoo.
Oh yeah, Kickapoo's epic as fuck. Yeah, Kickapoo and the
Beelzebub.
Yeah, Beelzebub.
Oh, it's Beelzebub.
Those, man, come on. And to me, these songs are good, but to me, they don't really hold a candle to...
The only one I can really remember...
Making love, making love.
I remember that just because of the video. Because I could not believe they were showing that on YouTube. But the only song that I actually remember, and I'm like, yeah, I'll listen to that again, is I'm a Robot. I am a robot.
So I don't even remember that one. I really probably listened to it 3 times.
Yeah.
It was. I got to turn it back on, but I just really have no desire because I don't want to hear
just
those
watch
skits.
the show. Just watch the cartoon.
I don't get into the skits that much. It was better as the cartoon.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be constantly skipping, you know.
But I do remember that the KKK march. That song was alright.
Yeah. I think the Trump shit kind of weighs it down too.
Yeah, the Trump shit
Like, I get it.
Dude, you're dating it. You're totally dating it as soon as you put Trump in it. Like, everything else they've done before is timeless. But when they put Donald Trump in it, it's like, dude, come on. I don't care. I don't care what side you're on. I don't want to know about your political ideas. Just make good music.
Yeah, the music on there is good. I like the rap song, and
the rap song was alright.
They even uses auto-tune in a funny way.
That was funny. I fucking laughed my ass off the first time I heard Jack Black using auto-tune, but it's like,
God, the songs are good. I liked all the songs. I really did. But
the songs are very good.
19 minutes, man.
There's only 19 minutes of it. It's like,
and it's a good 19 minutes, but fuck.
I know Tenacious D albums that have 19 songs and they fucking go on for an hour.
Yeah, definitely. Any more dishonors, or is that it?
That's all I've got.
I have 2 more dishonors to add, and it's the 2 Between the Buried and Me albums.
Oh, that's my number 10,
album.
so we'll just go with that.
Yeah, alright, so which one is number 10? Do you have both of them on there?
I have both of them on there because it's one fucking album to me.
Yeah.
It's one album because it's 10 fucking songs. They just decided to take more of your money by splitting it into 2.
Alright, so talk about why they're on there, and I'll talk about why they're a disappointment.
Well, they're on here on my list because I didn't have anything else to put on there. And
so they're still a disappointment.
Well, they were better than Tenacious D. I'll give it that. It was between this and Tenacious D, which was the most disappointing album of that year. So, looking at it, Automata is not as disappointing as Post-Apocalypto, but I still don't like it. Part 2 was the best one.
Yeah.
And there's like 1, maybe 2 songs that were good out of the 4. And look how they even fucking number it. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's the one thing that really pissed me off. I'm like, well,
I didn't even notice
why didn't you just put them together?
Wow.
Like, why didn't you just release it as one? Yeah, exactly.
I didn't notice that.
But this is a band that's not money hungry. So I didn't understand it. It's bullshit. I don't know, like Charlie said it best, I don't know if I'm just getting old or the album sucks. And I kind of feel both parts of the spectrum. I do feel old in a way that's like
you're moving away from
metal music like that is not resonating with me like it used to. But also, this is a band that I've followed for at least 9 years now, and I've loved everything they've put out until now. I'm just like, I can barely get through it.
But you can tell too that the music is definitely, they turned the intricacy down a big step. That's why it disappointed me so much, because I praised the Coma Ecliptic.
That was when I started falling out with them.
That to me is still one of the best, like, should I say, postmodern prog metal albums. Like, it's up there in like top fucking 5 of the greatest modern prog albums that I've ever heard. I mean, I haven't heard many, but it's definitely definitely up there in the top 5. But
Between the Buried and Me,
number 10.
if you're gonna get into these guys, don't start here.
Yeah, I was disappointed because the first one wasn't as crazy or proggy. All the songs kind of felt the same in a way. But then the second one was better, definitely. I really like Proverbial Below. There was that cool rockabilly style kind of track, and then that kind of God, what was it, like a gypsy almost thingy?
But literally nothing off the first one was good to me.
Yeah, nothing off the first one.
Like slight
little moments,
but it was never
like on the first one when it goes boom no like that's a moment I'm like, all right, but yeah, it didn't do enough. So That's my dishonorable honorable shit. Do you have honorable mentions? Don't you have honorable mention?
Dude, I told you I only got 10 albums.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, all right. I'm just gonna skim through these, and
You do that. I'm gonna pee.
this is gonna tell you how hard this list was to make, because all these albums were like damn fucking good, and so if I left these off the list, that shows you how much I enjoyed the actual 10 that I fucking chose. So yeah, New Father John Misty, God's Favorite Customer, fantastic album. Couldn't put it on the list. I love it, but I didn't love it as much as Pure Comedy. Pure Comedy is so mean and just pissed off at the world. But the new one's good, but I kind of miss the meanness. I miss that mean spiritedness. Next honorable mention is the new Smashing Pumpkins album. I forgot what it was called, much like I kind of forgot about the album. It's yeah, they're calling it an album.
Oh.
Calling it a fucking album.
What, has it got like 2 songs on it?
No, it's 8, I think.
Well, that's an album.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun
Black
to
Sabbath
have.
got away with doing fucking 8 songs.
It's fun to have 3/4 of the original group together, and you know, it's good to have Yeehaw back on guitars or whatever the fuck. And it's always a treat to hear Jimmy Chamberlain play drums. It's the closest Smashing Pumpkins has sounded almost like the 90s, but it's better than a lot of the post-Adore shit to me. It's better than Machinist. Machinist tried to be too metal.
Swan.
I don't know. I still kind of like Swan a lot.
I just remember that one song. I don't even remember how it goes.
What is it? It was honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
And then
That's all I remember.
Oh god, that's a good ass album. But yeah, it's not to me. None of their albums to me have been as great as Gish, Siamese Dream, and Melancholy. And Adore is interesting.
Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
Oh yeah, Adore is interesting, but yeah, it especially like after the whole Kaleidoscope era. What the fuck was that one that we liked? Oceania, Oceania, whatever the fuck.
I
can
fucking
never
know how it
pronounce
goes. It was good.
It's a good album.
I just remember there was a lot of good songs on there, and then one was like, "And I will be Special K." He doesn't say that, but it sounds like he says Special K.
Yeah, but Elegy was kind of lame, but yeah, it's better. It's better than Elegy. Maybe not as good as Oceania. But
Next.
yeah, next, Gorillaz, the new Gorillaz. How am I leaving that off the main list? 'Cause, I mean, I love it a lot more than
I forgot that
Humans.
came out.
Yeah, that
I remember that first video that came out. I really dug that, but
it's cool that they're adding Powerpuff Girls into the lore.
That's weird.
I mean,
Girls
it's a
are
great
part
album.
of
It's
the
a
Gorillaz now.
great it's a great fucking apology to all the people that were mad.
I don't think they should
with
apologize.
Humans.
That's their
I mean,
artists doing what artists
yeah,
do.
but I call this kind of thing the apology, where we do an album, it's not too well received among fans, so then we instantly put an album that is close
Shit.
to what we used to
I
do.
watched Double Toasted, and the main guy, Corey, on there, he was talking about how he loves
I love Humans.
Gorillaz.
I love Humans,
and he was talking about Humans, and he's like, I dig it. It's weird as fuck, but I dig it.
So I'm one of the ones that love Humans too, but I do miss that more Damon Albarn side of shit, and so it was nice to have that back. And then another one that should be on the list but is not is the new Psycho Stick. The new Psycho Stick.
How did you not put that on?
God, dude, it was so hard to leave these off, man.
You chose Jesus Jones over Psycho Stick?
I'll explain why, man. I'll explain why. But yeah, the new Psycho Stick is fantastic. It should be on the list. Real fucking funny, real heavy, and real technical. It's man, like, come on. I don't know. I hate myself for leaving it off, but damn it, it's a great fucking album. Then we got the new Nine Inch Nails. Is it an EP? Is it an album? Who fucking knows? But it's great. Some of the best Nine Inch Nails material I've heard in many years, because it's doing a lot of different things. There's a lot of sort of cyber jazz shit going on, horns and like saxophone and David Bowie Black Star kind of shit.
I love some David Bowie Black Star.
Yeah, it got some like 90s drum and bass kind of shit. Like, damn, some of the best Nine Inch Nails stuff ever. But is it an album?
Any of these new Nine Inch Nails? Last one I heard was in 2013.
Oh, the Hesitation Marks.
Yeah.
Damn, this EP trilogy was phenomenal. A lot of good shit. But he's calling it an album. Bad Witch is an album because huh?
Is he gonna do another Ghost?
I don't know. It'd be cool if he does another Ghost.
Well,
but you can look at all his film scores.
Yeah, I
as
guess if you get
continuations of Ghost.
What was that one Ben Affleck movie, Gone Girl?
Yeah, Gone Girl sounded like Ghost.
Yeah, you just get the soundtrack for that. It's
Ghost 5, whatever fuck.
Yeah.
Then we have the new Orbital album, Monsters Are Real, I think it's called. Really good fucking album. Basically their second comeback album, because they broke up after the last album again. Really good album. If you like Orbital, it's just Orbital doing Orbital. Get the double disc version if you can. The next one, another one that I really hated to leave off the list, is the new Crystal Method album, The Trip Home. Fantastic shit. I loved the last one, even though a lot of people didn't dig it, because it's that 2014, EDM fucking Coachella kind of shit. But I dig that kind of fucking EDM garbage.
Firefest!
Yeah. And but I thought Crystal Method did a good job at emulating that new sort of electronic style while still keeping true to the Crystal Method sound. But this one really goes back to the Vegas days, the real, what I call like badass drum beats with laser sounds in the background, like really cool shit. Like mostly instrumental stuff. Yeah, it reminds me of Vegas, but not as good as Vegas. I mean, it's better than anything is better than Divided by Night. That album's garbage. But yeah, so the next one, Uringer, Jimmy Urine's solo album, huh?
Did you want to do this here because you have nowhere to sit?
No, because you had wanted me to come over here the other day when you said bring it over. So I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll bring the shit over. But I do need to get some more chairs in that studio.
Okay.
So we can have cooler, cool backgrounds instead of just couch sitters.
Couch sitters are fun.
So yeah, the new Uringer, Jimmy Urine's, I guess technically his first solo album. Really good shit. Really good album, but still doesn't match the greatness of Mindless Self-Indulgence but it's better than that Secret Sounds of Jimmy Urine. But it's a good ass album. Next is Muse, the new Muse. I didn't want to.
You put that on there?
Yeah, I hated to leave it off the main list, but it's one that I listened to the shit out of it in November.
I did not.
And then
Listened to it once.
The only thing I can really ever remember is Dig Down. And I love Dig Down because it's a complete ripoff of Freedom by George Michael.
Yeah, it totally is.
And I love Freedom by George Michael. So the next one, Haken, the new Haken album. The reason I left this one off is because I didn't hear it until this year, like a month ago. There was just so much crap coming out that I just never had a chance to pick up on some things. But yeah, the new Haken album is fantastic. One great modern prog band. I don't like it as much as The Mountain or Aquarius or Affinity. Affinity's great, because the 80s cheese all over it. This one's a little more on the metal side. So, I mean, it's good. It's damn good. It's still it's better than the new Between the Buried and Me. As far as prog metal goes. So, yeah, I hate leaving it off, but yeah, there you go. Next is that newest Tune Yards album, the I Could Feel You Creep Into My Private Life. Great album, but not as weird as her earlier stuff. It's a little more streamlined. Still good, but I'm not playing it as much as, what are y'all looking for? Still not, just not weird as, I'm turning on, Nicky Neck first. That's just how it is. Next is Avatar Country. Great album, but I still don't think they are reaching the potential they have. This one is close. It's more silly. It's more fun. They're dicking around with more genres, especially like I love Avatar Country, that sort of rock country song they do. But I still don't believe that they are reaching their full potential. So the last one is the new management. The new management,
I forgot they came out with one last year.
It's just,
man,
it's just them. I like it, but it's just them kind of doing for the 80s what their first album kind of did for 70s.
They'll never be what they were, though.
Yeah, that's why I always enjoy it.
They'll never hit you like they did the first time.
Yeah, those first two albums are amazing.
Kind of like Battles.
Yeah.
Do you remember Battles?
Battles. They have a third album that I still have yet to buy.
The first time I remember hearing about them was when we were playing Little Big Planet.
Mm-hmm.
The first time.
And that song was on there.
Great soundtrack.
But yeah, the new management, like, the first two are phenomenal. The third one, their self-titled album, it's kind of a little too modern for their normal style, which it's still a good album, but eh. But the new one, it doesn't do much for me. It's great, but it's an easily forgettable one. So we're gonna go to my number 10.
Oh my God! Finally.
Yeah, finally. Yeah. So the number 10 is I had no idea this album. I had no idea these dudes were ever gonna do anything again. Until one day I just typed in, I'm like, maybe I should finish my Jesus Jones collection. Alright, so number 10 is Jesus Jones Passages. And fucking, alright, like how am I gonna choose Jesus Jones over shit like Nine Inch Nails or fucking Psycho Stick and Gorillaz?
It's because of your nostalgia?
Yeah, exactly. Nostalgia and the fact that these dudes have been releasing albums consistently. Whereas Jesus Jones hasn't put shit out since 2001, and it's a fairly lame album. London's pretty fucking weak. And
wow.
But this one,
I'm impressed they still use this.
Yeah, that's like the first new album I couldn't even think I've bought in the past 15 years that has had the black spine.
Like fucking American Idiot used the clear one, but it was black.
Yeah, the paper was black.
The paper was black, so I'm like, there's no fucking point in having that.
Yeah, it's weird. And it almost seems like the black ones are stronger. Like to me, it
they
seems like the
stronger.
clear ones, the pieces that hold the CD
all the clear ones, this shit breaks right here.
Yeah, always. I'll get some from Amazon new, and that shit'll be busted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Come on.
The Tenacious D, and it was broke.
Come on. So yeah, the reason I chose this, this album is great. It reminds me. It sounded so fucking 90s, and it doesn't mess with electronics as much. Like to me, their first three albums are the best. Maybe Already in there too, but it's better than London. All I had to do was be better than London. And this one, man, the whole fucking album really takes you off. The first track, Where All the Dreams, Suck It Up, Chemistry. I really dig those. I really like How's This Even Going Down.
One day, me and you were riding to the liquor store.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there thinking, you didn't even tell me it was new, and I'm like, that's cool. Jesus Jones reminds me of the 90s. No, this came out a couple weeks ago. What?
Yeah,
it sounds like it came out in like 92.
Yeah, it's a really good fucking album. Really good album.
Next.
Number 10. What is your number 9?
My number 9. I'm just going by lists of everything I got, by the ones I think suck.
The least? Or the most?
The most to the good. Like, it's from worst to good of all the ones I got. This is not a top 10 best. Because this would never be on a top 10 best.
What is that?
This is Mumford & Sons.
Oh, yeah.
This is the new Mumford & Sons Delta. Exactly. I remember it was coming out because I was, I'm always on Wikipedia looking for what album is releasing in the year. And I see Mumford & Sons were coming out with something. So I was like, oh, cool. I might check that out. And then I forgot. And then me and Melissa were at Target, and I saw it there, and I'm like, oh shit, that came out already? Alright, I'll pick it up. And I listened to it, and I was digging it for like the first 4 to 5 songs, and then it just kept fucking going.
It bleeds.
And going. There's fucking 17 songs on this. Granted, 3 of them are bonus Target tracks, acoustic versions of songs that's already on here, but by track 5 you already feel the length of an hour-long album
and the girth.
Yeah. But
What do you call an R&B band that has big ass dicks? Girth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, continue.
Is that a dad joke? Because no one but you laughed. It's just, I feel like these guys have already peaked. They've already done everything you can hear that their talents can bring to the table, and it was in their very first album. And then they had to make that album again with...
I don't think anything on there is as good as the Johannesburg album.
No, alright.
And that's like a
Sigh
EP
No
thing.
More. Sigh No More was their first one, and then Babel was their second one. Babel was pretty much a copy and paste of what they did before, and it's not bad. It's just the same.
Keep up with what works.
Exactly, it's the same shit. And then the next album,
Garbage.
they tried to take away what got you into them. What got me into them was
colors.
what got me into them was their banjos, their mandolins, and they were just simple, like four simple guys doing music. And then their third album comes out and they're like, we want to play electric guitar.
We want to sound like Snow Patrol.
Dude, that fucking sucked.
We want to sound like Coldplay did 10 years ago.
And then they did that one album with those African guys. I thought that was cool.
That was great.
But the coolest thing about it was not Mumford & Sons.
Yeah, that is true.
It was the fucking African guys. And then this comes out and I'm like, what the fuck is... Well, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And it caught me. And like, I can't remember if it's the song Woman or Guiding Light, but it's what I was expecting the electronic or the electric guitar album to sound like. And then it just kept going and going and going. And Melissa even said that this is the most depressing shit ever. Like, how can you listen to this? It's just so sad. Like, yeah, these guys whine a lot.
Yeah, I kind of just...
This is not on here because it's a good album. It's on here because I bought it.
I'm kind of over those dudes after hearing shit like the Dead South and
yeah, definitely.
So, like,
but just like with any band you buy a CD from, if you get one or two more, you gotta continue on that fucking rabbit hole.
I'm a big fan of more the dark side of that kind of
they
stuff.
used to be fucking cool.
The
Their lyrics were like more dark, looking, questioning religion and very dark subjects. But now it's just kind of like,
talk about indie shit. But yeah, like Jason had told me that if I like this kind of shit, check out the Lumineers. And
oh God!
Yeah, I checked them out and I was
God.
like, this is dollar store Mumford and Sons right here. Could not get into it. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Just
that's the song.
Yeah.
A couple months ago, Melissa's just going around, oh, hey, and I'm like, the fuck is that? She goes, it's a song. What song? She goes, it's on your game. I'm like, what? No, it's not. Are you talking about, hey, ho, let's go? She goes, no. It goes,
hey, ho. Too many songs with A's and
like,
O's.
what the fuck? How's it go?
That's what we need to do. We need to make a list of like best hey ho songs.
Or la la.
Yeah, best la-las and na-nas in songs.
Na 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 na.
Na,
Or
na, goodbye, whatever the fuck.
what is it? Na 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 na.
Oh yeah. You know, like top 10 best na-nas in a song.
There you go. We can do that. I'm totally down for
that. Jesus Christ. That would be a funny podcast.
Oh, dude, speaking of na-na songs, Have you seen that video or the trailer for Yesterday?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
This is a movie. All right, dude. This is a movie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The 90s skateboard movie.
No.
No, what the fuck?
That's
that's
called-
just called the 90s.
It's called Mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
That's the Jonah. That's the movie.
I'm so out of tune with like what's happening.
Directed by Jonah
Yeah,
Hill.
Jonah Hill movie.
This one is a movie about a guy that like loves the Beatles, and then he gets run over by a bus and wakes up out of his coma. And everyone's like, "Oh my God, you've been gone for so long. We can't believe that you woke up." And he's like missing his couple of front teeth. And he picks up a guitar and he just starts singing Yesterday from the Beatles. And they're like, "Oh my God, that's such a pretty song." They're like, "You don't know this?"
Oh, is this the movie I read about the other
like
day where
Paul
like, the
McCartney.
Beatles don't exist?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
That fucking trailer looked cool as shit. Because he's like playing it and they're like, "That's such a pretty song. When did you write that?" "I didn't write this. Paul McCartney wrote this in 1960 so-and-so." And then they're like, "What?"
That's probably
So
going to be one of those, it was all a dream.
So he just starts recording all of the Beatles fucking songs. And then like making a career for himself off of Beatles songs.
That's kind of funny.
But then there was this one moment in the trailer I did not like. He's in the studio booth. Or he's in the studio, and then Ed Sheeran's in the booth, and he goes, "Well, what if you said, 'Hey, dude,' instead of Jude? You know, 'Hey, dude' sounds better."
Hey, dude sounds better.
No.
I know Beatallica did Hey Dude. Hey,
Yeah.
dude.
And he said it just like that, dude.
So, yeah, what the fuck were we talking about? Oh, but I'm totally hyped for Lord's Chaos. The mayhem and Burzum shit, burning churches, black metal band, movie.
What?
Movie about the beginnings of black metal, man, with mayhem and shit. Rory
Mayhem,
Culkin.
Mayhem.
Was it Jack Kilmore and shit?
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be a rad fucking
Speaking
movie.
of music movies, we saw Queen last night.
Oh yeah, still gonna watch it.
It was good. She cried because
Yeah.
there's a moment, and it's real. There's a lot of shit that did not fucking happen. There's a lot of shit.
That's a biopic for
Like
you.
he knew he had AIDS after the Live Aid show, not before, and they never broke up. He never tried to go solo and break up Queen. That never fucking happened.
Huh.
But
And Mike Myers was never. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, that never happened with Mike Myers.
So.
But there was this one moment that like made her cry. It was because he loves this woman, the woman he married in real life. He loves her. That's why she owns his estate. Because he loved her, but his dick didn't. His
On
dick's
that
like,
dude, but my dick don't.
and then the dude's sitting there like this.
What?
Dude, for real.
What?
He had prosthetic teeth to make him try to look like Freddie Mercury. And every time he talks and he tries to sit there after a sentence, he's like,
Alright.
it just does not look right.
So my number 9 is The Prodigy No Taurus. It's fairly low on the list because.
Not notorious?
No Taurus.
No tourist.
Yeah, no tourists.
Plural.
Yeah, it's a great ass album.
Is that the soundtrack to the Prodigy movie coming out this month?
Yeah, not that Prodigy. But I mean, the thing is you know, the Prodigy. When you want a Prodigy album, you just want some badass fucking beats that are loud as fuck and bump hard as shit, and that's what they gave you. And that's
Who did
what
Block Rockin' Beats?
Chemical Brothers.
Okay.
One of them and the block rockin' bass.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah.
just said Rockin' Beats and made me think of that song.
But yeah, that's what you want, and that's what they're gonna give you. And yeah, it's just another good ass Prodigy album. Fucking Need Someone is like one of those classic badass kind of fucking Prodigy tracks. Boom Boom Tap, fucking awesome. Like really good shit. This you know, But I swear, I can't remember what track this is, but there's a track on here that I swear uses the same beat from a track off of their Always Outnumbered, Never Outgunned album. But yeah, definitely Prodigy I've loved for years, and they've never let me down, and still haven't. So,
Keep going.
hopefully, I mean, to me, you know, they'll never do anything that beats Jilted Generation or Fat of the Land, but damn it, everything after that has come close. I love Always Outnumbered. Love fucking what the fuck is that one called? Invaders Must Die. That one is so fucking hard. And love the fuck out of Day Is My Enemy. That one's good as fuck. And I'm kind of glad that Prodigy, you know, I mean, we had what? From 97, Fat of the Land came out, and then we waited till 2004 for Always Outnumbered. That's a long ass gap. And then, boom, 4 years later, we get motherfucking Invaders Must Die. And then, what, 08 to 015, we get... 015, we get, what the fuck do you call it? What is that one? I always forget. I can never remember names, man. Day Is My Enemy.
Doesn't matter.
But it had only been like 3 years since Day Is My Enemy, so it was cool to get a new Prodigy album fairly quick compared to their track record. I mean, they haven't been that fast since between Jilted and well, Experienced, Jilted, and Fat of the Land. So, what is your number 8?
Number 8. It's because I like it better than Mumford and Sons and BT Bam. This is more of a where I rate the artist kind of thing over the others, and the album is definitely much better. Jack White.
Oh, that's no, it's not my number 8. It's on my list.
Really? This beat 9 Inch Nails.
It beat 9 Inch Nails, man.
All right.
It beat 9 Inch Nails, dude.
I don't remember a fuck all from this album.
Damn, really?
Because I listened to it twice. But I'm putting it on there because it's something I bought and I like it better than the other shit.
It is way better than those.
That's really all I've got to say, because I've only heard it twice, and that was when it came out. What, a year ago? Fuck, it came out in March. Or April. No, it came out...
March.
Yeah, it came out before the Ghost
March,
album
late
did.
March. Yeah, so my number 8 is... And there's a couple artists on here.
Damn, I should have put him higher.
A lot of artists,
Anyway.
a lot of artists that I love that haven't released albums in many years are on this list. That's why Jesus Jones is on there, and that's why a couple of these artists are on here. And for bands that waited almost 18 or more years to put out an album, and the album is fucking great, you know, that's a big reason why they're on here. Like Orbital could have made it, but you know. So yeah, my number 8 is Sleep, The Sciences. Sleep is one of the.
Is that still the dude from High on Fire?
Yeah, still fucking. What is it?
He just won a fucking Grammy.
Oh really?
Dude, High on Fire won a Grammy for their album that came out last year.
Wow.
Best metal
And
album.
I could never get into High on Fire.
But
I love the
I
first
fucking
album.
love that though. That
Yeah.
they win best metal album.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fuck.
Yeah, rock isn't dead, folks. It just
Only-
smells a little funny.
I mean, now they're in the same category as
like
Jethro Tull.
well, I mean, you know.
I mean, yeah, Jethro Tull is metal, but there's a lot of people that will hate you for saying that.
Well, that album, that particular album was kind of metal, but Metallica should have won. Jethro
Well,
Tull.
see, I love that Metallica didn't win. Because there's that... I mean, that's the best thing that can
That's
ever
not
happen.
a great album. I don't like that album at all. That's
But
one of the worst
funny
Jethro
thing
Tull
is,
albums ever.
that's exactly how award shows work.
I can't even remember which one it was. Was it Beast in the Broadsword or was it Crest of a Knave? Which fucking one was it? I
Either
can't
way,
remember.
it's probably they felt like Jethro Tull was a more bankable name because he's been around longer.
Yeah, like
Okay.
no, I don't really like anything Tull did in the 80s. So
Was it the 80s that
Yeah.
Metallica was? Or
Was
was it
it?
the 90s? I
What
thought
was
it was
it?
the Black Album.
What? No, I think it was for Justice and for All.
Justice?
Yeah, I think it was
Really?
one of those songs. I don't know. You know,
Okay.
stab us in the comments, people.
Yeah. We're the worst music critics ever.
Yeah, we're the most unprofessional music critics on the internet.
But it's also the worst Korn fans.
Worst Korn fans, definitely.
But that's not me, because I'm not
Me and
really
David.
a big Korn
Me
fan.
and David, worst Korn fans on the internet. So yeah, Sleep, the new album. Man, Sleep is the classic fucking stoner metal band that, in a way, kills all stoner metal bands.
Does all their lyrics come out slow?
See, like, fucking...
like this?
What's great is, like, none of their albums really sound the same. I mean, fucking goddamn, The Mountain or Holy Mountain is, like, real fucking stoner metal and grungy.
Dope
and
Smoker?
no, Dope Smoker was the one after Holy Mountain.
Holy Mountain? Which is the one that's like a one song?
That's Dope Smoker.
Dope Smoker?
1 hour long fucking stoner metal opus. That's a great fucking album. Great
It's just
song.
one song that's an hour long. I
Great
love that.
fucking
That's
song.
cool.
But you gotta be in the mood for that, man. Cause I mean you're fucking 8 minutes in before anything. It's
Yeah,
the first
that's
8
why I
minutes.
couldn't get into Storm. Is it Storm Corrosion or some shit?
Oh, that shit was rad.
It was, but it's like.
That was almost like a Renaissance
And
stoner
then you would
metal.
get like.
But yeah, man, and Dope Smoker has like the greatest opening line to like any song ever with the dropped out alive with bong in hand. I just love the fuck out of that. But this one though, they don't change a fucking thing. It's classic stoner metal. If you're a fan of stoner metal, this one, it's not doing what Electric Wizard kind of did with the sort of proto-metal and stoner metal. Like, it's not doing what Sleep has kind of done with their stoner metal.
That
Like,
is Sleep.
I mean, not Sleep, but The Sword. The Sword's first album, definitely a great stoner metal album. But they've really moved away from that. But they're turning like they're turning stoner rock into a very
I thought
chill.
I thought they were not. I didn't ever really think that the Sword's first at least 2 albums were stoner rock. I felt like it was more kind of medieval Sabbath.
Yeah. Well, stoner metal is just today's Sabbath. That whole
That is
genre.
true.
That
That is
whole
very
genre,
true.
man.
Yeah, because Sabbath are very drony.
Yeah, that whole genre is a love letter. Doom metal and stoner metal.
I mean, fuck, listen to the first track on Sabbath's 13, the album that came out in 2013. That fucking song is this the end?
But this shit, man. The Sciences is a great fucking instrumental stoner track. Then you got, and there's only 6 tracks, but damn are they long. Marijuana Knots theme.
I need to get a charger because my phone's dying.
Marijuana Knots theme is the shit. Sonic Titan, fucking 12-minute, almost 13-minute track, great as fuck. And you gotta love this one, Giza Butler. A track called Giza Butler. If Sabbath wasn't an influence for stoner
Geezer
metal.
and Butler.
Giza Butler. Then Antarctican's Thought, that's a 14-minute opus, and then The Botanist ends the album, and they do there's like some acoustic shit on here, like they don't fucking change the game as far as stoner metal goes, but they add a couple things. It's what you want from a comeback from one of the greats of stoner metal. It's definitely what you want, and I loved the fuck out of it. So what is your number what?
My
7?
number 7. My number 7 is Coheed and Cambria.
I still haven't heard. You let me hear one thing off of that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it Vaxis. because there's a fucking title that's like this fucking big. So it's part one of a planned trilogy or whatever.
This is a cool ass album cover, though.
It's a cool... Dude, this thing fucking spans out.
Oh, yeah, that's rad.
That's fucking cool as shit. Imagine if you had the vinyl. But at that point, just put it on the wall. It's a poster at that point. And then you got this. I mean, it's typical fucking Coheed lore and all that, because they went back, they said, fuck. We tried to end it, and we couldn't end it, because we didn't know where to go creatively with our music, so we did 2 albums called Ascension, Descension, and then they felt like, hey, we can just do songy songs. And then they went back to do what they were known to do,
Let's go back to whatever.
Let's go back to the Amory Wars,
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck you call it.
Something Wars. Star Wars and music.
Yes, it's that.
Space
But
Jesus.
dumb. Like,
But violent. Very
my
violent.
goddamn, my 10-speed bicycle is telling me to kill you. I don't fucking know. The translations from the
They're a
comic,
band I never give enough
the
respect
translations from the comic to the music is not that well done.
to.
At least from what I've read. But the artwork has always been fucking the best shit about it. And then they do also make very good music. It's just after they finished what was supposed to be the original Amory Wars, they tried to continue it for 5 albums now, and it sucked. There were 4 in the original Amory Wars.
Yeah.
And then now they got 5 that just make no damn... There's no
5?
point. There's 5 added to it. They came out with 5 after they supposed to end it.
Really? I thought Ascension and Descension was the first ones.
Okay, they
after
did.
The,
They were supposed to end it with Apollo 2.
Uh-huh.
And then they said, like, I will do a prequel. And they did that one.
Apollo
And
0.
And then they did the fucking Ascension Descension. Then they did the one...
So is Apollo 4 the 4th album?
Yes.
Apollo 2, I mean. So
Yeah, Apollo
they
2.
did one in between the double album
Yeah.
deal.
The Ascension Descension came out within like months of itself.
That's what I'm talking about, the double album
Yeah.
deal. So there's one in between those and the Final War.
The one between those and this. So then there's 4.
So what are you talking about? 5.
I don't know. I thought there was 5, but there's...
That's what got me confused.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
I thought it was 4. I don't listen to this band, and I knew that.
Okay, but
I don't
yeah.
give these guys enough respect, though. They're a
I
rad band.
love them to death for the albums they've made before, but I just can't get behind them now. Because when they try to do that, they don't stick with it, or they stick with it too much, and no one's telling them behind the scenes, hey, wait a minute, try to do this, or don't go down that path, do this. Like, there's genius moments on this album. That's why I hate to not like it. Because there's genius moments. But it just keeps fucking going into these stupid spots.
Every album on your list so far has been something you haven't really liked.
That's what I'm telling you.
Damn.
That's what I'm telling you. It wasn't something I liked. It's just like it's
Something you bought.
It's something I bought, and it's something that's better than the one I bought before because I have more to say about it. But I just wish it was better than it is, because there's like at least 5, maybe 6 good songs on there. They're really fucking good Coheed songs. And when I get into my Coheed moods, I fucking jam them out. I'll go back to the old Coheed stuff, and I'll jam out old Coheed. But now I'm just like, this album sucks. You know, looking back on it as a whole, once you get to take everything in, it's not as good. The first list, if I'm getting bored the first time I'm listening to it, it's not a good album.
Yeah.
It started losing me, just like the fucking Mumford and Sons by track 4, track 5. Starting to lose me. And now you're number 7.
So my number 7 is Jack White, Boarding House Reach.
We already talked about that.
You barely.
Yeah, barely, because I only
Barely.
listened to it a few times.
This album is phenomenal. I was expecting and kind of hoping for more of that great country shit he did off of Lazaretto. That's a great fucking
I
album.
remember everyone on fucking Facebook was hating on that shit though.
What, on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For some reason, I screenshot a lot of it because it was
Yeah.
hilarious to
a
me.
lot of people
And
fucking
I'm like,
hated it.
I don't have so
They
much
just
hate
didn't
towards
get
this
it.
band. I don't have so much hate towards Jack White that I want to type it out
Yeah.
and say it to no one.
They hated it because it wasn't like Lazaretto. But that's also what made me like it. Like, I was wanting and expecting more of Lazaretto, that great fucking country shit that he does. And
And he did a lot of that on the White Stripes.
and this, it just turned out that Boarding House Reach is just the weirdest fucking album I've ever heard him do. Some of the weirdest fucking music. White Stripes has some pretty good weird shit, but this really gets fucking weird. There's spoken word shit
Damn,
over
is
some
that really my
tracks.
next one?
There's a lot of great electro funk shit. Like, this album is all over the place, and it's definitely interesting. And like, instead of me hating it because it wasn't like Lazaretto, it actually made me like it because it was the complete opposite.
I like when an album does that.
Yeah, when a lot of
Or when
times
an
when
artist
it's
does that.
Yeah.
And the next album is completely different.
yeah, and a lot of times, you know, that can really make me be like, oh god, I don't like this because I want more of the last one. And yeah, I would like more of the last one, but damn, what he did on this, fucking great, phenomenal fucking shit. Some kind of song where he kind of raps a little bit, man. Like, this shit is fucking good, and I hate that a lot of fans hated it because, like you said, on the little Facebook posts of the new Jack White, blah blah blue, coming out, go buy it. People on there, like 9 out of 10 people, hey, something sucks, hey, he needs to go back, bring White Stripes back, fucking do Dead
You'll
Weather.
never bring White Stripes back because Megan White can't play anymore.
And so yeah,
She's mentally not stable to play anymore, guys. Just
Yeah.
get over that.
Yeah, I mean-
Enjoy the 6 albums you got.
right, and that's
Fuck.
More than anyone
At
can
least
hope for.
appreciate that Jack White's able to continue
Do what he wants.
He's continuing what he was doing though.
yeah, he can
Because
do what he
if
wants.
these
he can-
songs weren't fucking just him, they would eventually be White Stripes songs.
Yeah.
Or
And what
one
I
of
like
his
is
other
that-
100 bands that he's a part of.
What I like is that all his shit is pretty different from the other. Like, I mean, Dead Weather's different, Raconteurs is different.
Yeah. But Raconteurs, I feel like, has a lot more
Of the other
White
guy,
Stripes.
really?
It has more White Stripes in it than
Yeah.
Dead Weather. Dead Weather is, I don't know, this Dead Weather kind of reminds me of that desert scene kind
yeah,
of
it
music.
does. Yeah, it does.
It has that.
It's not like a Caius
It kind of has that
vibe.
bluesy kind of more. I mean, I know Jack
The
White
calm
does a lot of
desert
blues,
scene.
but it has more of that desert kind of
Yeah,
Queens of the Stone Age kind of blues. You
where
know?
it's like blues, but it's very like a little psychedelic, a little a little
Psychedelic.
wild. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, they're not from the
But
Palm
where
Desert
like
scene, but they emulate it
Racketeers
well.
remind me of like Jack White
Steady
influence.
as she goes. I definitely
Exactly, because that's a White Stripes song
Yeah.
with bass and other vocals in it. Yes, it's a fucking White Stripes song. But if you listen to the album, there's a song on there that's like very fucking country, and that's a White Stripes song. Like, if you listen to the 6 White Stripes songs, not one song sounds the same. And
Yeah.
then he'll have his 1 or 2 fucking radio songs that he'd put out, and those would be the ones that would make you buy the album.
Oh shit, we're almost out of fucking battery.
Did you bring the charger?
No, I didn't. I thought we'd be good. So,
Was it a full charge?
yeah.
God damn!
This thing is old, man. I've had this camera for, what, 8 years? Been using the same camera all,
Has it been 8 years?
like 2011?
God damn!
We'll be back. I'm gonna go run and grab the charger. So, okay, we're back. Sorry, camera fucked up. Or not fucked up, it died. So,
User error.
yeah, user error. New Jack White, great fucking album. I wouldn't mind some more of that country
So you
shit.
went next door or across the street to go get your camera charger, and the whole time you're thinking, Jack White, number 7.
We're not
Number
just
7,
remembered.
Jack White. And Stasy's sitting there telling you, so this happened, and you got to take in all of that while also remembering camera charger, Jack White, number 7.
But yeah, great fucking album. Really good album. Definitely worth it. Jack White is still to me one of the best song artists that we have right now. He's one of the most important artists that we have.
In my opinion, he is our fuck. If you could put him with a classic artist or a classic rock artist,
he's somebody that people need to keep paying attention to.
he's the rock and roll and blues version of Prince.
There you go. Yeah, I can get down with that.
He's a white prince. Jack White, you are our white prince. You're the only one we have left.
So also in a weird, funny way, on this list we've had a Jack White and a Jack Black, but Jack Black was sadly on the disappointing part of the list.
The last time we were able to do this,
2012.
they were actually good albums,
Yeah,
though.
Blunderbuss
I mean,
and
that was the first Jack White album.
yeah, the first song, and that was a great fucking album.
It was. They're all great, but I just don't remember it because it came out at the wrong time.
And Lazaretto improved on all that shit, man. Come on, really good.
So my next one,
Number 6.
I hate to put this above everything that's already on here, especially Jack White and Coheed. I hate to put this on here, but I heard it more, and I want to talk about it. It's not because I like it better. It's just because I feel like there's a conversation here.
Wow. What is that?
No. Wrong. Sorry, camera.
Crap, the wrong.
Edit.
Wrong
Yep,
CD.
right.
What is that? Oh, the Greta Van Fleet album.
Greta Van Fleet.
They've been getting so much undeserved hate because there are many bands that
Thank
sound
you.
like other bands
Thank you.
who don't get this amount of hate. Get over it, people.
Exactly.
Just be glad we have a rockin' ass band in the mainstream that doesn't
Yes.
suck.
That's how I feel.
Come on.
My thing is,
Who knows what
these-
their next one's gonna sound like? Shut
These
up.
kids are younger than our brother and sister.
Oh yeah?
They are younger. When they put in 2017, when they put out their EP, they were going to their prom.
Wow.
These are kids,
There's worse
and
shit.
they got some fucking talent.
There's some
That's why they're-
worse shit.
All right, now
Worse shit on the radio than Greta Van Fleet, people.
There
Don't
is,
fuck
there
this
is.
band over.
Greta Van Fleet doesn't deserve the hate they get. I'm sorry.
They don't deserve it
Hate
at
me
all.
for saying
Who
it.
cares
but-
if they sound like Zeppelin?
Exactly. That
What?
might be their shtick, but do you remember the fucking Darkness? Do you remember who's that fucking band that did Cold Hard Bitch? Exactly.
Jet. Yeah,
Jet. Did you ever say that I don't like them because they sound like AC/DC? I don't like them because they sound like...
Yeah, like here, yeah. Nobody says shit about Airborne, who is like a carbon
Exactly.
copy of AC/DC, but
Exactly.
they're also not highly in the mainstream, so not.
Well,
as many
Greta
people
Van
know.
Fleet wouldn't have been there. I feel like they wouldn't have been there if they didn't touch the... Now, here's my thing. The reason they're up there is because he can touch... He can actually get
That
those...
dude's got some killer
He
fucking vocals,
can
man.
get those fucking Robert Plant vocals. He can fucking nail it to a T. It's creepy. It's
And
like, dude, that...
doesn't
It's
suck.
like he didn't die and give his powers to someone younger, or he didn't die and come younger. He just got old and gave his powers to a younger kid.
He's like,
That's all that happened.
You have my power now.
He's like Dio to Tenacious D. I'm passing the torch.
Yeah, he's too old to rock.
You're
He's
too
no
old
more
to
rocking.
rock. No more rocking for you. But like, I feel that it's not a good album. I will say that. as itself, it's just the reason it's higher than everything else is because Greta Van Fleet deserves it.
Yeah, they're a rockin' ass band, and you know they like we're about to be at the point of repeating ourselves. But how is the album itself? I haven't heard
the
the
album itself is a little boring.
Oh,
I hate to say it. I hate to say it.
What was it? Pitchfork gave it a 0.
I won't give it that. It's listenable. You can listen to this and have an alright time. You're not gonna get bored unless you're looking to get bored.
We might be some living room critics, but Pitchfork are fucking hacks.
It's like IGN.
Yeah.
Now, it's a well-produced album. It sounds good. The band is on point.
So does every song just sound like...
Well, it does and it doesn't. It's like... I hate to fucking say it, but it's almost like Zeppelin B-sides, but not really. Because the musicianship sounds different than something Zeppelin would have done to that style of vocals.
Okay.
So it's like you're
just getting Zeppelin vocals over different shit.
It's fucking hard rockin' classic rock, and it's new.
Nobody bitched about the sword sounding like Sabbath.
What the fuck is wrong with you people for hating it? It does get boring after a while. I will say that, but it's
a lot of albums do. A lot of good albums.
If you know the same standard structure of a band and if you predict where they're gonna go in that song, it gets boring. But I just feel like they deserve a higher spot on my list compared to what I've got because I listen to this more. Because I don't know. Greta Van Fleet won a Grammy this year. And a lot of people say they shouldn't have won it. Ghost should have won it. And I'm like, Ghost already won. And the album they did after was pretty much the same thing they did before. So, how are you gonna...
But what did Fleet win? Like,
they won Best Rock Album. Or Rock Album of the Year or some shit. And they were against Ghost and a bunch of other fake-ass rock groups I've never heard of. I don't know. I looked at the list.
Grammys mean nothing.
The Grammys don't mean shit.
I mean,
but it's amazing when like High on Fire or fucking Ghost wins a Grammy.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
And it's funny when Metallica lose to Jethro Tull and everyone loses their fucking minds. That's funny.
So I just got an email. It came out today, but Fearless Fred Fury is coming Tuesday.
Wow.
The new ICP, people. First new review of the year coming next weekend. Fucking, it's gonna suck.
Do you see the excitement?
Oh yeah, oh my god.
ICP hasn't been good in like almost 20 years, dude.
It's close to it. Close to it.
They weren't good since Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh. So my number 6 is another album that never thought was ever gonna happen. Fucking band that just still was around but wasn't releasing shit. This is The Beasts of Burgundy from the Squirrel Nut Zippers. During that swing revival in the 90s, they were the most interesting band out of all of those guys because they were a lot darker. There was a little more darkness to their shit as opposed to stuff like Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. And, but yeah, this album, it's only, is that dude's name Matthias? I can't remember. It's only him with a whole bunch of people, and they're all New Orleans musicians, which is awesome because the album has a New Orleans fucking vibe. There's some Zydeco shit on here. There's just straight up fucking kind of swingy shit, jazzy shit. It sounds like you're walking the streets of New Orleans and you're just hearing some jazz fucking dudes playing out their windows and on the streets. It's fucking awesome. And then there's an instrumental called Axeman Jazz, and everybody who is into New Orleans knows about the Axeman, the man who said, I'm going to kill somebody. He was killing a bunch of people with an axe, but there was the infamous night where he sent, I believe, to the newspaper or something, where he said, if everybody at this time of night better be playing jazz music in their houses, and if you're not playing jazz music, you're the house that's going to be killed. But this album is...
It's fucking creepy, like, up at the window. What if you're not playing music at all?
Right.
Just listening to nothing.
Right, because apparently Axeman loved jazz and was like, alright, I just want to hear jazz when I'm walking down the road. Fucking, you guys better not fucking...
Well, they get an iPod. I know it wasn't around back in those days, but, you know.
Yeah,
Is iPod even a thing anymore?
I don't think there is an iPod anymore.
God damn, the age we live in.
But it's a great album. This year to me was filled with a lot of great comeback albums, and this is among the best. Cause
Is it my turn?
I never would have thought we'd ever get another Squirrel Nut after Bedlam. Was it Ballroom Bedlam or some shit? This is a phenomenal band that everyone should definitely fucking check out. This album, Beasts of Burgundy. There's even like some Tom Waitsy kind of shit on here. It's a fucking crazy carnival of an album that I still play to this day. And to me, it's among one of their best albums. I mean, fucking it's phenomenal that it could still be some great fucking shit. Even the new lady that sings on here sounds like a 1920s flapper chick. And so the original lady who sang on the other ones, who also sounded like a 1920s flapper chick, I'm glad that the new woman still does that 1920s flapper shit. So, you know, definitely my kind of shit. Definitely something worth checking out. Squirrel Nose Zippers, number fucking 6.
My number 5 is STP.
Really?
Yeah, I hate
I
to
don't
say
remember
it.
nothing off of
I know you don't, but I really love STP.
Yeah.
I didn't like when they kicked Scott Weiland out.
I really
Like,
didn't
all right,
like
they
it when he died.
they broke. Yeah, fucking Scott Weiland is such a legend. I hate it because there's so many other bands that he's a part of that he can just continue doing. But STP, when they broke up and then they said, "Fuck you, Scott Weiland. We're gonna do an album with Chester Bennington." So they do one with him.
Turned out not to be too bad.
It wasn't bad, but it sucked.
I wanted it to be awful.
The dude sounded like Chester Bennington at parts. Yeah. And I don't want that in my STP.
Weird that both of them are dead.
Yeah.
Connected to the same band.
Yeah,
Isn't
this
that
new
weird?
guy, I think his name is Jeff Gutt. Gutt with 2 T's. Stupid. It's not a name. It's not a made-up name like Freddie Mercury. So, the only reason that this album is number 5, because now we're getting into the things that I actually kind of like.
Damn.
The only reason that this is number 5 is because it reminds me of STP.
Stone Temple Pilots.
It's still like the music.
So, alright, is it better than some of their last albums? Or,
Fuck no!
But it just sounds
no!
like Stone Temple Pilots.
This has no place in the Scott Weiland STP. But if the band is going to continue after the death of the lead singer,
It's the sequel. It's Stone Temple Pilots 2.
exactly. It's AC/DC with what's his name? After the original lead singer died, this is the most logical step. This is what you do. It sounds enough like old Stone Temple Pilots
To make me happy.
Yeah. And the singer sounds enough like Scott Weiland that I'm alright. But there are the downsides. The singer is just doing what he's told. This is how I want it. It feels like the singer is not bringing enough of his own talents to it, and it's just him being like, all right, this is what's on the books today. Cool. Okay, clock out. You know, that just
These are my lyrics. Okay.
exactly. That's what this album feels like with him. But he does a damn good job at mimicking a Scott Weiland kind of sound. He doesn't hit those crazy, weird fucking moments that Scott Weiland would do, and he doesn't have the exact delivery, but he sounds enough like him that I have to give this album my number 5.
Spoon the Dune. So my number 5 is one that I was anticipating for most of the year. And I'm just a massive fan of this guy. That's a great album cover, isn't it?
Oh.
This is fucking Les Claypool's
Yeah.
Bean Pool.
Yeah, I looked at
Bean
that and I'm
pole.
like, I can't tell what the fuck that is, and then I started paying attention to the artwork, and I'm like, that's gotta be Claypool.
Yeah. Legend has it that this has been recorded with a bunch of different artists with Claypool back in the day, and the record label wouldn't release it. And after Claypool had been hanging out with Sean Lennon says, man, these are some killer fucking tracks. Let's release this shit. So they released it. But the weird thing
I
is,
don't even remember hearing this album.
the weird thing is the songs don't sound like they were recorded in the, let's say, late 80s, early 90s. They sound pretty fucking good to be something that's that old. So I have no clue.
They re-recorded them.
I mean, I don't even know if it's not really mentioned if it was re-recorded or what, but
Is that on the internet?
what do you mean? Like info? I couldn't
John Lennon's son did it with him.
I know he said let's release it because apparently
It was re-recorded.
I have no clue if it was re-recorded or not. But there's tracks.
Recorded with him and Lennon. That's what I read.
I know it sounds like Lennon's on there,
Dude,
but I also hear Lalonde singing on a track or two.
Well, they could have got him.
Yeah, but this is definitely probably one of my favorite Claypool albums to come out in a while. I love the Lennon Claypool thing, which next weekend a new Lennon Claypool album is coming out. Totally hyped for that. But this is that weird ass Claypool this is that real weird ass Claypool that we haven't really heard in a while. Like real silly, real playful. It's, I'm a major fan of everything he does, but this is some pretty different shit. And everything he does is pretty different too. But this hits that level of weirdness that really made me happy. Like this is some really good fucking Claypool shit. You got a fucking song, man. What, Cousins? The whole album is like almost like this crazy fucking. It feels like a concept album about this crazy inbred fucking family, and it's just fucking wild. I love the artwork in there. That's some really cool fucking shit. But, I mean, you got she's my cousin, they go cheaper by the dozen, and...
That sounds like some old fucking Claypool stuff.
Yeah, and then you got his name is Beanpole. That's a very gypsy-esque kind of track with his name is Beanpole. That's Mr. Beanpole to you. And supper time, farmer loved an onion, pumpkin picking time. That's crazy as fucking shit. Pumpkin picking time. And Grandma, Sponge Boy.
This is what happens when you take your belt off.
This
Pants
is
just keep falling.
this is some of the best Claypool shit I've heard in a long time.
Hot chocolate would not taste
It is definitely one of my favorite Claypool projects in a real long time. Definitely number 5 worthy.
Keep going.
Okay, keep going. Well, it's cool that
Keep talking.
in the past several years, we've kind of been getting a Claypool project pretty much every year.
Yeah, that's
in a
awesome.
way.
That's awesome because
Yeah.
Claypool kind of, from what I remember in the '90s, it was just Primus.
Yeah.
And sausage, and then you just
Holy mackerel.
we didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know about holy
We
mackerel.
didn't know
till
that.
later
In the
on when I was
'90s,
a
all we
kid.
knew was
Was
sausage and Primus.
sausage, yeah.
That's all we knew
When we were
of.
kids.
And then now it's like, fuck, Claypool.
And
That's
like,
a guy you need to watch.
in the 2000s, he had a bunch of different projects that happened. Major Oysterhead fan. Love his 2 solo albums, The Wells of Wool and Fungi and Foe. And I mean, the dude drops a solid album every couple years, but it almost seems like every year we've had something from him that has been pretty solid. Like, what? 2014? Was it 14 when we got 2 Claypool albums? We got the
we got a Primus. Oh my god,
yeah.
we finally got a fucking
got
new Primus.
in 2014 we got Primus and the Chocolate Factory.
No. 10. Was it 2010 or 11? 11.
In 2011 we finally got a Primus follow-up that was really good.
A full Primus album. And then you got the Chocolate Factory
Yeah,
Primus.
Chocolate Factory, but then at the same time you got that crazy cover album.
Yeah.
The Duo de Twain, which was really good.
They
And
have ham, staying alive,
yeah.
ham.
Fucking Man in the Box. Their cover of Man in the Box is phenomenal. And then what? Right after that, we got the Sean Lennon album.
Yeah.
And then a year after that, we got another new Primus that was pretty fucking good. And then now this year we're getting last year we got Beanpole, and this coming year we got another Sean Lennon one. It's cool as fuck.
I'm just still waiting for the next Primus.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping.
When is what's his name? The drummer? Tim. Whenever he comes back and actually drums instead of playing weird stuff like he did on the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory album, I'll be down. I'm always down for some Claypool and some original Primus. You know, even the Primus that didn't have him that came out just recently, and that was the one thing I was really bummed out about. You know, because
Which Primus didn't have him?
Primus didn't have him since Brown album.
Well, yeah, Brown album didn't have
And
him.
then he came
Antipop
back.
Didn't have him.
He came back
For the
on
EP.
Animals,
Yeah.
and then the album after that, he wasn't on there.
Yeah, it was Jay Lane.
Exactly, and it's like, well, this is your sausage drummer. Come on, dude.
Well, he was technically the original.
But still,
original Primus
he's
drummer.
not the Primus drummer.
He's not the Primus
Exactly.
drummer. Yeah, he's. But Jay Lane's on a lot of Claypool shit.
How many
though.
Jay Lane Primus songs are there compared to Tim? What's the Primus song?
Supposedly, most of Frizzle Fry was Jay Lane.
Well, you got
stuff.
Frizzle Fry. That's cool. But that's one.
That's also Tim Erb doing his thing over the Frizzle Fry stuff. So, and
There's Tim
definitely, you can't. Tim and Jay are totally different drummers, and when you hear Frizzle Fry, it doesn't sound like Jay wrote those fucking beats.
But there's only one drummer that I feel like goes, like, you know how things are meant to be? It's Claypool and Tim.
Yeah, I would.
That's how I feel things.
I feel the same way with Larry Lalonde. Like, if they were to do a Primus
Oh my
album
God.
without Lalonde,
Yeah, dude.
it would not work.
It would not even be a fucking Primus album
It
because
would not work.
the weird fucking guitar things that he does.
Yeah, nobody does guitar.
No
like
one.
Lalane.
He's not even playing guitar like it's supposed to be
Yeah,
played.
it's just he's making noise. He's making noise.
Exactly.
And it makes Primus have
thing
that
is, like,
sound, man.
Claypool does the melody, the riff, all on his own, while the bass or the drummer is keeping the beat, and then the guitar player's like, well, he's doing the rhythm and the lead and the bass at the same time. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Crazy
crazy ass noise. He has
Just-
some killer fucking solos.
So- like he just fucking does his own thing. That's
you
cool.
can't replace it. Like
Yeah.
I can deal with Primus with Jay Lane or Brain, but if they were to ever lose Lalonde, I would be pissed. I would really be pissed.
So what's your number 4?
My number 4 is this piece of shit right here.
What is that?
You can look at the camera.
Muse, why you call it a piece of shit? That's a great
I
album.
don't. It's better than the STP, but it's just not. I don't know, man. I listened to it several times when it came out.
I don't think they're doing too much different than they
Exactly.
normally do.
This is them by numbers with.
But it's still good though. I still really enjoy it.
It's to me. If you put all the Muse together and listen to them back to back, and then get this, dude.
Like, would I say I like drones more than that? Because I love the fuck out of drones.
I hope you don't love the. I hope you love drones more than this, because it's a good album.
I gotta
but
complete their collection. That's what I
the
got.
thing is, like, I got them all but one, and I gave you all that one for Christmas.
Oh, that Showbiz?
Yeah, I should have gave you all one I didn't have. I should have bought that for myself and gave you one I already had. Anyway, but I still gotta get the. I still gotta get Absolution because I don't have a case for it. Because I got Absolution in the case for Black Holes.
Oh yeah, they had the wrong CD in the car.
Yeah,
that shit.
but at least it was Muse.
Yeah, at least it was Muse. At least it was Muse.
Because, you know, you're always going to do this.
Pisses
You at a
me
pawn
off.
Shop, you at a pawn shop, you're always going to open it and be like, that. And when I did that, the CD itself said Muse. So I'm
You
like,
just thought it was the Muse
that's what
album.
I'm buying, yeah.
The right one
Exactly. But I've got them all but Showbiz.
in the case.
And I don't have
Oh.
Absolution in the case. Absolution is...
Showbiz, you're
Third
you're
album.
probably not gonna like Showbiz all that much.
I don't care.
Like it's worth.
I know one
Yeah.
song. I know one. I've learned one.
It sounds
song.
a lot like the Bends from Radiohead, which is a
I
great
don't
album.
even know much Radiohead.
Great fucking album. I even remember when I was jamming the Bends on my way home one day, and fucking Stas said she thought I was playing Muse, and I was like, yeah, they are pretty similar.
Wow.
There are some similarities there.
That's cool. But it's got a lot of really good songs on there.
It follows that, like, look at the album cover, people. I gotta talk
I
about
love
this.
that album.
That is, but it's like, that is such a thing now. That,
Yeah.
That let's throw 80s shit together.
Yeah.
People would grab that thinking that is the Ready
But
Player
them
One
looking,
soundtrack.
I want to say maybe they got like a
Like
I
Shooter
don't-
Jennings did an album fucking that like did this kind of stuff.
it pops. The cover fucking pops.
Yeah,
It makes
it's
you
cool,
wanna
but
grab
it's
it.
weird that it's a
It
thing.
makes you want to grab it and look at it like, what the fuck is
It's
going
weird
on
that
there?
it's a thing.
That's what I like about album covers. They make you want to grab it.
Like 80s nostalgia is so
if
fucking
this was
deep.
best album covers of the year, this would win. This would definitely win. But right now, it's my number 4. God.
The 80s nostalgia is so deep.
It's not
right
number
now.
4 because it's a good album. It's number 4 because I didn't buy many new albums last year. But all in all, it's pretty good in a way. But I'm not gonna go back to it.
It's just Muse doing what they do
It's
best.
not
to
the
me.
first Muse I'm gonna go back to. I would go back to Black Holes or the one after that. The one after that, shit. You know, I would. I don't know. Hell, I would listen to them all before I grab this one.
Still, Dig Down is amazing.
Dig Down is
Dig
good, and
Down.
Simulation Theory, or no, Thought Contagion.
Freedom.
Thought Contagion is good.
Yeah, Thought Contagion. Like I
It's
love
got
that
some
one.
really good songs on here. It's just you've heard it before.
Yeah, it's Muse just doing good old music.
It's not Muse doing good old Muse. It's Muse doing one, like just about every album they come out with, they've had a certain genre they would do in one song, and then that would be the hit. And now it's like, well, that one song was a hit. Let's do a whole album of that. So that's what this is.
So would you say this is more like? Well, obviously this is closer to the Second Law to me than Drones.
It is.
Drones was
This
definitely a
is
guitar
definitely
album.
more towards the Second Law, but it's also not because it uses way more symphony, or no, way more synthetic bullshit than real stuff.
But I like
Because
synthetic bullshit.
the original one, or no, Second Law. This is actually, you could say this is Second Law too.
The Third Law.
This is Third Law. So what was first?
Don't know.
Anyway, this, if it was Second Law, I'm missing the orchestras.
Yeah.
Second Law had
Sometimes
big,
it's cheaper
bombastic
to...
fucking things on the scale of Queen. Fucking epic songs. That, like,
yeah.
I will say, what is that song? It's a race. I'm gonna win. Whatever that song's called.
I don't even remember, man.
Alright, it's like track 5 on the fucking. God damn it, you're gonna make me look.
Track 5 on is it Second Law?
Second Law.
Second Law.
And everyone watching the video is like, oh my god, I know that song.
Yeah. Shoot us in the comments, people.
Yeah, and like, whatever my phone wants to do.
God damn.
See, they even do that on this. With, what is it? Propaganda.
Oh yeah, they do, man.
It's the same thing. News. Second Law. Track 5. Dude, I got to see them play this song live. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah, best concert I've ever been to. I don't go to many concerts.
But that fucking... watching the DVD or the making of that album, they had a whole choir in there of like men and women doing vocals to the... I have to play that part.
Oh.
Oh.
No. I actually hate to say it, I haven't heard Second Law in years.
This is my favorite song.
It's been years.
That's a fucking...
Yeah.
At least 30 guys standing back to front. 30 guys
cool.
recording.
Yeah, so I mean, like, yeah.
And then there's women. There's women in there.
I gotta finish off their collection.
That's on like the Queen spectrum, but when they end it,
Yeah. I like that epic fucking opera kind of shit.
the fucking way the music comes in, it's perfect. Like, that's modern Queen. Muse is modern Queen.
Yeah.
And that's why, as shitty as I feel that this album is, it's, what, my number 4?
Is it number 5?
I think we're on number 4.
Yeah. We're getting there, folks. So my number 4 is...
Yeah, number 4.
Man,
Yeah,
we're getting...
as shitty as they are, I feel like they're so good I can't put them low.
We're getting into my major favorite albums of the year.
That's okay.
Top 5 is
Yeah,
definitely...
I'm at my top 3.
Number 4 is Andrew WK.
Oh!
What is this called? You're Not Alone. Great fucking album. Another album that took a while to come out. Like, WK, you know...
This is my number 3.
Oh yeah? So I guess we can just talk about it at the same time, huh?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's cool.
Oh,
Because now,
man.
like I told you, bring it. because I wanted to look at it because this is my number 3. Like this,
That album is so fucking
it
good.
ends on a fucking amazing note.
Yeah.
You're Not Alone. That was a great fucking
God
epic song.
damn, that album is. I've been a major fan of Andrew WK since the beginning, and I don't have Close Calls with Brick Walls or Cadillac. You know, some of those.
Japan releases.
Yeah, they're mostly Japan stuff. But damn it, if I Get Wet and The Wolf are still some of my favorite fucking albums of the last decade.
The way you said that. Damn it if I get wet.
Yeah, damn it if I Get Wet. Still two of my favorite fucking albums of the last decade. And
Dude, yeah, like
this one's up there with this decade.
it's timeless. It's timeless rock. It's timeless
Yeah,
music
it's
itself.
Epic
It's like
as all fuck.
you can't just.
It's incredibly
Okay, this is-
positive.
The lyric book is boring.
Yeah, like, you know.
I like that he has the lyrics in there, and then there's a picture of him trying to talk to himself.
Yeah, The Devil's on Your Side are one of my favorite tracks. I love every song on here. I even like the goofy fucking spoken word numbers
Yeah,
where
that
he's
was-
just telling you, hey man.
He's like trying to be all inspirational
yeah,
and
hey
shit.
man, life gets hard. Just keep fucking going, man.
Party on.
Yeah, like this.
Like if Wayne's World made a band, it would be Andrew WK.
It is the
And Party on.
It is one of the most uplifting albums I've heard in a long time.
How many songs are called Party? The Party Never Dies.
Yeah, the party never
Every
dies.
fucking album has to have a
Dude,
song called Party.
it is a phenomenal album. If you want to feel good for about an hour,
And then the power of partying.
yeah, if you want to feel good for about an hour, turn on an Andrew WK album.
For real.
I mean, even in today's world of bullshit, like just nothing but negativity everywhere, this is an album that was a fucking, just a nice shining light that said, hey man, don't fucking worry, bro.
Okay, so you need to go on to your number.
Yeah, I'll go to my number 3 after this one.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think
You've only got 2 left, because
Yeah,
since we're
and
both talking about your 3 and my 4.
I think our number 2 is the same.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. Or either it might be your number 1, but I know you haven't gotten to this album yet.
Possibly. So, but let me see this real quick. Let me see some of these songs. Oh, yeah. Music is worth living for ever again, man. Like, I mean, fucking A, dude. Goddamn. Party mindset's kind of okay. Like, but man, especially when you get to keep on going, give up on you, man, break the curse, total freedom, beyond oblivion. That's this album, man. Epic as fuck, uplifting as fuck. Like I said, in a world of bullshit, we've got something that makes us feel good. And Andrew WK, still one of my favorite artists of the last fucking decade. So my number 3. Probably half the internet's gonna be like, what? And then half the other internet's gonna be like, oh, I get it.
If all of the internet watched us.
Yeah. But, this one might not win me many fans, but the fans it does win me.
Better than ones you lose.
Exactly. The new Poppy album, Am I a Girl?
Wow.
Dude,
Okay.
I've been following Poppy
That's what that was.
on YouTube
For 5 years.
about 4 years now. Because I liked her weird fucking videos she makes. Weird 40-second
Man, she
videos.
looks like Ariana Grande.
Dude, she gets
Right here,
crazy.
I'm sure she does, but
Dude, she gets
in
crazy.
this picture, she looks like that stupid fucking girl that's all over the fucking airwaves now.
But, fucking, I'd always watch her weird little
I
videos.
just don't like these.
Weird fucking videos, man.
God, I hate
'Cause
album
I'm a
covers
big
like this.
fan of the weird side of YouTube.
It
The
comes
weird,
out
the
this
creepy.
way, too.
A big fan of that
Oh,
side of
that's
YouTube. And I
Oh,
found,
you got a poster of her looking
you got
at the
a Poppy
corner.
of her.
Look at it, what
Poster
she's
of
wearing.
Poppy.
It's a poster.
Yeah, you got it. That is Poppy.
Whoever Poppy
She's a
is.
chic chick, and if you don't like it, suck her dick.
Is that something she says?
Yeah, dude, it's a song on there, Chic Chick. It's like, chic chick, I'm a chic chick, I'm a chic chick. If you don't like it, suck my dick. Well, that's fucking cool. But
I've been following this little girl for a long time.
This little girl.
Well, she's in her 20s now. She's in her 20s now.
I've been following this little girl for a long time.
Not one of those weirdos. Don't try to be a weirdo. But, you know.
Hey, I'm just waiting on the Olsen twins to turn 18.
But, I mean, so I've been following her weird shit. And I dug her little songs that would come out.
That's amazing.
But I didn't really check out her music. And then last year when this one was coming out, I saw the video for X. The one that would get like 60s happy and then real fucking heavy and shit. I was like, alright, let me really check out her fucking music. So I bought, that one was coming out, so I bought the first one, Poppy Computer, whatever the fuck. And decent album. Decent album. But this one, I love the fuck out of this one.
Called it. I knew it wouldn't be. I knew it wouldn't be your number one.
Yeah. But dude,
keep going on with that one.
This shit, I got into a real big electronica kick, and fucking this shit really did me up. Fucking But this one, the lyrics, man, I like In a Minute. Fucking, I might do my nails in a minute. I'll reform this state in a minute. Her lyrics are very, her lyrics are very tongue-in-cheek and just goofy. Fashion after all, iconic, chic chick. I love the fuck out of this. And then this even does little moments that feel like her weird videos. Like there's a track where it's like making this weird industrial noise, and she's like, "I'm Poppy, I'm Poppy." And, but yeah, Aristocrat, I love the shit out of that. Time Is Up is great. I love the fuck out of this album. And then,
so you're saying you like this better than Nine Inch Nails
yes!
and Gorillaz.
This fucking...
You followed an underage woman for 4 years, but now she's 20.
She's
in
in
like
her
this
20s.
Better than Nine Inch Nails.
Well, I wouldn't watch her because she's hot. Watch her because her videos were weird, man. But Play Destroy is cool because it gets real heavy, and then X,
I mean, people are gonna say that in the comments anyway, so you might as well just point it out. This guy in a top hat's been watching this girl for 4 years, and he likes it better than Gorillaz.
But X is really good, and then she's got a new song on YouTube, man, that's really fucking cool and weird. I mean, she's somebody that I fucking dig the hell out of. Because the level of weirdness and the level of good fucking pop music is fucking up there. So, your number 2 is the same as my number 2?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's talk about both of our number 2.
Ghost!
Ghost. The, what, prequel?
Prequel.
And man, did this album not blow
You
my
didn't
ass.
open it!
Yeah, I still have not
Oh my
opened
God,
it.
let's
Still
look
have
at-
not opened it.
Compare. Because this is...
I mean, they're the same.
Well, you never got to look at it.
Oh yeah, I have not looked inside
And this is what you get with Target.
Target's busted ass cases. So I have not seen the disc yet.
Yeah, now you finally
well,
get
you
to
have.
see it.
All right, cool. It's on its own separate card. I like that.
Yeah. That's how yours is going to be.
The Rob Zombie Best Buy exclusive.
That's how
like
the,
that.
what's it called? AFI CD is.
That's rad. You get the poster,
Yeah.
black on the back. That's just a rad fucking album cover.
Dude, that
man.
fucking cover.
Ghost is a band that they also get a lot of hate, but they
I don't
don't
understand
deserve it.
why. I don't understand why Ghost get a lot
They
of
get
hate.
this. They get the amount. They get hate for the same reason I love the fuck out of them. When I first ever heard about them, it was when James Rolfe had just put out his audio slaughter for Rob Zombie, and he mentioned Ghost and how he's into Ghost. And I'm like, well, let me check this out. I see pictures. I'm like, all right, this is probably just some screaming metal band. And I like up
They're
some songs,
singing.
and I'm like, whoa, this voice is coming out of this fucking dude. Sign me up.
He's dressed like the Pope.
Fucking A, dude. I was like, this is the coolest shit I've seen in a long time. And still one of my favorite rock bands now.
Yeah,
Like,
they are the best rock band that's out right now.
You know, and they get thrown in the metal category. I mean,
I don't know why.
It's metal-y.
And everyone
It's
hates.
metal-y.
Everyone's like, well, they used to show.
metal. They used to be heavy.
No, they weren't.
I mean, you know,
Did you ever listen?
things were slightly heavy, but still
They had-
pretty chill.
They
and
had
soft
more
and
heavier
soothing.
riffs, but they always were.
What they are.
Exactly.
I mean-
now they just got more money
Yeah.
to make
and
it more bombastic.
This album is so fucking good.
It's like if they want to do a dance song, they're gonna do
fucking
it.
let's do one.
Exactly.
The dude is in on the joke. He gets it. He's the kind of artist
I mean, when
like.
you got a song where he's like, of all of the demons I know,
For real,
none can compare to you.
Like, it's so fucking.
Like,
come
how
on,
cheesy
man.
are your lyrics gonna be?
The dude knows that it's silly,
Yeah.
and that's what's so fun
I
about
love
it.
I love it. I don't know what it is, but Ghost, in a way, is the best modern
Satanic band, like in the mainstream.
Exactly, but
then you gotta love the
they're
fact that-
they're also the most rock band that has got a lot of popularity out there.
Yeah, it makes me
people-
happy, man. It just shows you that there's still good ass rock music in the mainstream, people.
They're just doing normal rock music with a Marilyn Manson face. And the Marilyn Manson face was there with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
It's the same goddamn thing.
And so
but
far-
these guys are actually singing about it,
Yeah,
but
so
making
far,
it
like,
more melodic.
Ghost right now has had a better track record than Marilyn Manson.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, 4 bangers in a row, people. 4 bangers in a
Plus
row.
a good E EP.
Definitely good EPs. 2 great EPs.
Yeah. So, how many at 7 did Marilyn Manson have? Or
I mean,
5, 6?
the first 4 Manson albums, I'll admit, really fucking good. But guess what? Things go a little downhill after that. And that's even if you count Smells Like Children as an album. Because it technically is an EP, and technically Mechanical Animals is the 3rd disc. But, you know, those first 4 fucking discs
So
are
I
some of the best
no
Manson shit
idea
out
what
there.
your number 1 is. You probably have an idea of what mine is because you can see it.
But yeah, that Ghost album is just phenomenal. All filled with bangers. The instrumental shit toward the end is
Oh
really
my
good.
God!
Fuck.
When the saxophone comes in,
Yeah,
we've already
the
talked about that.
saxophone.
We've already talked about that on the first
Dude.
listen on here.
I mean,
That
fucking A.
part was fucking amazing. There are at least 2 instrumentals on here. This album does not get boring.
And
I mean,
Elvis
it's
just-
got its. To me, in a way, I hate to bring this up because it reminds me of the structure of another album, but it reminds me of Act 2 from Proto Men. I think it's called Act 2, The Father of Death, is the subtitle or whatever. But I believe that's the title. But either way, the structure of that album where it's like it builds and for the first opening tracks and then in the middle for a little bit it slows down and gives you a narrative and then it builds up again and it builds up, it builds up, it builds up and it's over. Just kind of like a movie. This new Ghost album kind of sounds like listening to a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you get those moments
Build
where
ups and crescendos.
the intermissions kind of sound like, or no, the instrumentals kind of sound like an intermission.
In a way, yeah. Yeah.
But you're almost best if you stay during the intermission because you're going to get something really cool.
I mean, I'm totally hyped. I mean, he's already talking about another album coming out next year. I'm hoping we get another EP in between that. That would be cool. But, definitely Ghost. Another band that gets a lot of hate. Their fans, the people that love them, but the people that... But I love those memes, though. Ghost, what it looks like,
yeah.
what it sounds like. Those are hilarious because, yeah, it's true, but that's why I like them. Like, I mean... Yeah, they look like the Batmobile, but sound like a Barbie Playhouse. I mean, I guess Barbie Playhouses rock.
Yeah.
Shit. So what's your number one?
Go with yours first.
No, you do your number one.
Damn.
We're gonna talk about like all my shit in a row.
Well, your shit's been in a row. And then we had mine. So, my number one. It's fucking stupid. It's Ninja Sex Party.
Yeah, this is pretty funny.
I
Just
fucking
some
love
silly
this.
shit.
I love these dudes. It's silly as shit. And the sad thing is, the first album I talked about was a band that I love doing silly shit. The last band I talk about is doing silly shit. So it's like, I was disappointed that the one band I really liked doing stupid shit sucked. But yeah, Ninja Sex Party, this album was great. Did you hear it?
Once.
All of it? Literally.
I can't remember none of it. That's the sad
You
thing. I heard it
listened to
once.
all of it. Like, did you listen to every... Because I put all the Ninja Sex Party on your...
I have not listened to all of them.
But you listened to
I
this.
listened to that one.
You don't remember anything from it. Like, dude, it's... All of their albums start out with an intro and an outro. But the album starts out with, like, Cool Patrol. It's a anti-bullying song where he's talking about some, you know, you don't need to be bullied, and he's telling all the people, he's trying to tell this person how to not be bullied, and he's giving him bad advice. And he's just giving him like, if you go to a bully, just be like, I'm gonna dance. You just stick your arms out and you do this and you do that, and he's at the end of the chorus, the guy he's talking to is like, that's really not good advice. You know, it's a comedy album. You gotta listen to it and watch the fucking videos to get it. And then there's Orgy for One, where it's just like he invited a bunch of girls over to his house and he's gonna have an orgy. None of them show up, and he just ends up having sex with himself. He ends up masturbating and calls it an orgy for one. It's a good album. I like it. Sorry.
I gotta listen to
I don't have
that shit
much
more.
to say about it, but Ninja Sex Party, you're awesome. Melissa hated it because I bought 4 albums at the same time. And
Is
this
that
was
so
the
all you
new
were, like,
one, so
banging
like
out?
for like a fucking month.
That's all you were
That's
banging out.
all I was banging out. The 50 songs that I get from Ninja Sex Party, I'm just fucking playing that shit out.
Oh, man.
It's terrible.
Yeah, so my number one
Oh, that one.
is Stranger Fruit by Zeal and Adore. This is a band that I was brought on
That's
to.
that one that did the thing from 4chan, right?
Yeah, this band.
Okay.
This is one of the most interesting
That was
and
really cool.
awesome fusions.
You
I've
got
heard
better
in a
things to
long
say about
time.
that than I did about Ninja Sex Party. That's for
Zeal
sure.
and Adore. The way I found out about these guys, I was knee deep in the whole Zappa thing earlier last year, and a buddy of mine, Mick, on Facebook made a list of he's a huge metal guy, and he's mentioning there's like 5 bands that aren't metal that he likes, and he mentions Zeal and Ardor, and he says Zeal and Ardor is one band that if you know me as I'm just a metal guy and I like this, you know that's saying something. I'm like, well, let me check this out. If this is a metal dude and he's saying this is something he won't normally check out, I check it out, and I was blown away. Black metal meets like black music, early black music, hymns and shit, but it's all about the fucking devil and Satan and murder, and it's fucking amazing. And so I saw that a new album was coming out, so I instantly ordered the first album, pre-ordered this one. And this one, I love the first one, but this one does the first one better. This one really fucking gets great. Gravedigger's Chant. But I love the way this dude came up with the genre. He went on 4chan and asked everybody, name off some genres that I should fuse together. And somebody had mentioned black metal with nigger music. And
Oh, you said it.
Well, I mean, it's not. It's in the right context, you know. I mean, that's what happened.
It doesn't matter if
That's
it's in the
what
right
happened.
context. You said the word.
It's a Anyway, leave it to 4chan to.
I don't even know what that is.
It's basically like Reddit in a way.
I don't even know what Reddit is.
All right,
dude.
well.
I don't go on Reddit.
So
Joey was here the other night and asking me if I was on Reddit, and I'm like, dude, no.
But leave it to 4chan to help create an incredibly interesting new subgenre while being incredibly racist at the same fucking time. 4chan is highly notarized for just being filled with racist dicks. But they sort of did it good.
Dick.
They sort of did it good. But dude, man, this is an album you gotta hear.
I heard
Fire of Motion, The Hermit, Row, fucking Ship on Fire.
It's actually on my computer.
Waste, Coagula, that's what it was.
If you guys are wondering what this bag is.
Yeah, we put sandwich bags over the digipacks to...
bags!
Yeah. But the intro's great. I mean, dude, it just... Basically, this guy said that the idea behind the way this band sounds is as if the slaves, the early American slaves, found the devil as opposed to Jesus. And it's fucking amazing. Some of the best shit I've heard in my life. Or probably in the past 10 years, probably.
Not your life.
Yeah, it's in there, though. Some of the best shit I've heard in my life.
Some of the shit that you've like really thought about, it makes you think more.
Yeah, like
than
this
other
is.
things.
I hope this guy continues this because this is phenomenal, man. This is grade A fucking shit right here. Zeal in Our Door is something I think any metal fan should check out, and anybody who's into early like hymn style music, because I'm a major fan of early black music. I really am. And this, mixing it with the metal side of things and just turning it dark as fuck, really works for me. I mean, fucking A, dude. But it also has some weird instrumental tracks and stuff. It does exactly what the first album did, but the first album is like 25 minutes long. It's real short, real to the fucking point. But this one does all of that, but it does it better. Zeal in Our Door, #1, best album of the fucking year. Check that shit out.
So you know what I think we should do next?
What should we do next? Because definitely getting that ICP
Well,
album
yeah,
in there.
ICP is gonna be on here, but I think we should do next feuds. Talk about the most funniest feuds.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Because
that'll be a good podcast.
here's one.
Mr. Bungle and Chili Peppers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here's one that I think is funny. I'm just gonna throw this out there, and then when we shut the camera off, I'll tell you. Gwen Stefani and Courtney Love.
Oh yeah, the Hollaback Girl shit.
God damn it! You ruined it.
Yeah.
You ruined it.
I didn't ruin shit.
You ruined it.
Didn't ruin
You're
shit.
supposed to talk.
But yeah, so we'll be back with more shit like this, more podcasts, more.
Whatever.
We're getting back into the
You
game.
ruined it.
Getting back into the game, people.
Shit's bananas.
This shit is
bananas.
BANANAS.
So we'll see you guys next time. What were some of y'all's favorite albums that came out last year?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh.